Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Camp Barney activity video. Today, we're going to be doing an improv game that you could maybe do at home or on a Zoom call like this. And joining us today, we have lots of our theater staff alumni and some of our unit staff that were going to be our unit heads. So before we get started with our game today, let's all introduce ourselves. I'll start first, then we'll go around. My name is Tommy Walker. I was the theater director for a few years, and I'm happy to be doing an improv game with all of you. Up next.
Hey everybody, my name's Rubin. I've been going to camp since 2009. I've been on staff since 2017, and I was going to be a unit head this year.
Hi everybody, I'm Chad Stern. I've been at camp for about 25 years now. Last year I was a unit head and program director.
Hey everyone, my name's Julia Bergman. I've been at camp for 11 years, and last year I was the assistant director of theater and media.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan Marmis. This would have been my 9th year at camp, 3rd year on staff, and I would have been a unit head this year.
Hi guys, my name is Robin Zexer. This would have been my 11th year at camp, and I'm on theater staff.
Hi, I'm Maya. This would have been my 12th year at camp and my 4th year on staff, and I would have been a unit head this year.
Hi everyone, my name is Connor. I was on theatre staff from 2016 to 2018? Yes, I remember correctly. And in my last year, I filled in for Mr. Tommy Walker as theatre director.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this game. The point of this is to show families at home something that they can do with their friends and family who happen to be in their household, or they can do it over an online call like this. So we'll kind of explain it, how you can do it both ways. And this is also tying into the theme for the week for our activities for camp, which is community. And I'll explain how it ties in. This game is called Multi-Headed Expert, or 5-Headed Expert, or 7-Headed Expert, or 2-Headed Expert. However many people you have playing can be the heads of a sort of embodiment of one creature. Sometimes I like to think of this being like an alien from another planet that's all-knowing and knows the answers to every question you could ever come up with. And how this will work is that those who are participating, so all of those who are in the call here, are each going to represent a different head of this creature. And I'm going to be the interviewer, and I will ask the multi-headed expert questions. Then each person will answer the question, but they can only answer one word at a time. So the idea is you have to be listening to each other. You have to kind of work together as a team to create a answer that makes some kind of sense. It can go on as long as you want, as long as it makes a little bit of sense. But remember that this is improv, so there's really no wrong answer. It can be silly, it can be goofy, it can go on, and as long as it's appropriate, I suppose. and improv is all about saying yes, too. So whatever the person in front of you says, just go with that idea. Keep going and feel free to get creative and have a lot of fun. Do any of the theater staff alumni, do you all have anything to add to the idea of improv or rules for the game?
I think you've done a wonderful job at explaining it. I think it's just don't be afraid to be silly. Don't be afraid of what people think. Like, you're having fun, and fun is the thing to do, man.
Yeah, you did a good job covering it, Tommy.
Fun is the way.
Yeah, I remember a little quick anecdote. We had a camper a few years ago who I overheard in an activity say, "Don't be afraid to be weird." I feel like that's like the slogan of Camp Barney Theater now. I love it.
Big time. Don't be afraid to be weird.
Yeah. So just a quick logistic thing. If you're playing this at home, obviously it's easy. You can all stand in line. You can even link arms so you can know which order to talk in. But because we're on a Zoom call, we kind of figured out what order the heads are in. So just to let everyone know at home who's watching, you should be able to see. We'll skip me, but it's going to go Steven, then Chad, then Julia, then Ryan, then Robin, then Maya, then Connor. Okay? And you can all keep the answers as long as you want. We can go around and round. You ready to play?
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
All right.
I am.
So, this just in. I hear we have a 7-headed expert all the way from planet Balloonlele, and it has arrived via Zoom, joining us at Camp Barney, and it happens to know the answers to any question you could ever think of. It is all-knowing. It may not make sense sometimes, but you have to open your minds because this multi-headed expert knows the answers to every mystery life contains. And it answers each question one word at a time with all of its heads. I've got a few questions for you, multi-headed expert. The first one I have for you is, what is the perfect sandwich?
First,
You.
Have.
2,
Put
Some.
Bread.
on,
The.
Stove.
you,
butter,
The.
Spread.
vehemently,
After.
You.
eat,
pickle,
And.
Then.
you,
Get.
cheese,
slice,
With.
A.
egg,
Foot.
Yay! Amazing. Oh, 7-headed expert. That sounds delicious. That sounds like the perfect sandwich. I always wondered what it was, and now I know. I've got a couple more questions for you. Could you tell me, how does a car engine work? I've always wanted to know.
a,
Piston.
Buns.
with,
oil,
And.
Stardust.
2,
Make.
The.
lovely,
engine,
Work.
Correctly.
Yes! Incredible. That now we know. That's probably the first paragraph in the manual for every Buick Century, which was my first car and only car I've ever had. Anyway, all right. I've got one more question for you, 7-headed expert. I've always wanted to know, what is the internet?
the,
Internet.
Is.
a,
place,
Where.
Everyone.
can,
See.
Things.
related,
to,
Lots.
Of.
people,
That.
Are.
at,
and,
Lots.
overflowing
with
Sleeping.
Information?
Very nice. Thank you, seven-headed expert. Incredible. I feel so much smarter now because I've met all of you. So I think we'll wrap up the game now, and just to kind of recap what that's for and what it's about. This game kind of allows you to work together to come up with creative ideas. You can expand upon this. You can tell stories together like this and change it up however you want. You could switch up who answers the questions, who asks the questions. And improv is great because, again, there's no wrong answer, and it's all about making it your own and going with the flow. So we hope you enjoyed playing along with us today, and thank you, everybody, for joining us from our camp staff to show families at home how to do some community improv. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Connor.
Yeah.
You put me on the spot with that stardust.
Oh, and
You cat, I'm sorry.
vehemently.
I wasn't ready to be thrown under the bus like that.
Hey man, if you're not put on the spot, it's not improv. You know?
I skipped Chad and I felt so bad.
No, that was great.
She just gave me one, but it's okay. I was ready to say something. I'm like, all right.